I Love a Mystery. A Carlton E. Morse audio novel featuring Jack, Doc, and Reggie, specialists in crime and adventure. Now following the Northwest trail of a missing millionaire, a killer cougar, and the Phantom Castle. This is Fred Foy introducing Jim Harmon's presentation of Les Tremaine and Tony Clay in an original Carlton Morse thriller, The Fear That Creeps Like a Cat. Five o'clock in the dark chill of the morning in the great gray castle on a small unidentified island somewhere off the west coast of Canada. At last, Doc knows what is in store for him. He learned from Linda Joyce 2 hours ago when the two were locked down underground in a dungeon separated from a hungry mountain lion only by bars. Then he learned that in 2 hours, when the last of his poker chips are gone, he's to be turned loose on the island with a hungry cougar. That his only weapon of defense will be a knife with an 8-inch blade. Now he is back in the big rooms where he's locked up with Jack and Reggie.
Well, doggone it, Jack, it's the darndest thing yet.
Now, sit down, Doc, and tell us what happened.
Yeah? Well, it's just like I said. About 2 hours ago, while you and Reggie were still asleep...
Why didn't you awaken us, Doc?
Anyway, Cooper come in here and got me and took me down into the cellar.
Cellar?
Well, anyway, a lot of underground rooms where he keeps his mountain lions and stuff like that.
Is that where the cats are? Down in the lower regions of the castle?
Well, some of them is, anyway.
Yeah, go on.
Well, and then he opened the door, and there was Linda.
Down with the mountain lions?
You ain't kidding there, none, fella. And what's more, she was chained to the wall.
Doc, what are you talking about?
I'm a-telling you, Jack. It's just like I said. One big room with iron bars reaching from the floor to the ceiling, running down the middle of the room. On one side of the room was Linda. On the other side, a big cat with green and yellow eyes, laying on his belly, watching her and gnawing and crunching bones.
And she was chained to a wall down there with that thing?
For 10 hours, she told me.
How was she taking it?
Pretty darn bad. Honest, I don't know when I felt so sorry for anybody. She's so blamed scared she wishes she was dead right now.
Well, you don't look so composed yourself.
Well, if you knew what I know...
Well, why don't we? What are you holding out on us for?
Now, Jack, looky. You seen them 2 poker chips.
That's all you have left?
That's all. 2 chips, 2 hours. And you know what's going to happen to me when those 2 hours is up.
Doc, you know...
Yeah, Linda told me. You know what she said, Jack? You know what that little old gal said to me, Jack, down there in the black hole, scared so bad she wished she was dead? And with that cougar thing gnawing and crunching and messing with them dead bones?
Oh, look here.
Doc, stop it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what she said. They're stripping me down, Jack. Stripping me as clean as a whistle. Maybe they'll leave my shoes. I don't know about that.
Doc, will you listen to me?
No, you listen to me. It's kind of interesting, fella. Yeah, kind of interesting.
Doc, please.
Yeah, when they come and get me in my birthday suit, that is all except my shoes, maybe, they're going to turn me loose out there on the main part of the island with nothing but a stabbing knife.
What do you mean, turn you loose on the main part of the island?
Yes, they are. And that ain't all they're turning loose out there. No, sir, you betcha it ain't. They're turning loose a nice big tawny mountain lion that ain't had nothing to eat for 10 days.
That's ridiculous, Doc.
It ain't ridiculous. It's just the way Linda told it to me, scared to death, wondering if that's what was going to happen to her, too.
It's happened before?
Yeah, that's it. That's why the other folks before us who tried to find Alexander Archer disappeared out of the world and ain't never been heard of since. Unless you count that skeleton we seen out on the island yesterday, hearing from them.
Doc, listen to me.
I'm scared, Jack. I ain't never been scared in my life before. I know that now. And I'm only the first. There's you and Reggie and Linda after me.
Yes, of course.
Doc, stop sitting there rocking like that. Get hold of yourself.
Everything fixed out there so the cougar can go any place I can. Sneaking up, crawling along on his belly, his mouth a-watering. Hamburger for a mountain lion. That's all I am. Living, walking hamburger. Jack, you slapped me.
I did.
Yeah, I had to do that to Linda down there in the cage.
You all right now?
Yeah, I think so. Still got the creeping jitters.
And that's exactly what Cooper's been working for. He's finally broken you down.
I was being down there in the dock with that thing, cracking bones and watching, and the smell, that meaty smell.
Ah, don't get started again. Are you sure you haven't been framed?
Huh? Oh, what you mean?
Are you sure Linda and the mountain lion weren't just a setup? That the whole thing wasn't just another of Cooper's experiments in fear?
You mean Linda was faking? If you think she was, you're crazy. There ain't nobody could act like she was unless they meant it. Besides, she's Alexander Archer's niece.
What's that?
Yeah, she's been thrown in with Cooper so she could reach her uncle. That's why she was so interested last night when you told her Archer was here in the castle.
So that's where she fits into the picture.
Yeah, and that's why she's in trouble now. She got to looking around and found where Archer was being held. Just as she was getting to the room, Cooper caught her.
That's something to know. But we're getting away from the subject. Right now, we've got to concentrate on you.
And fella, if anybody ever needed concentrated on, it's me.
It's hard to swallow. It seems incredible that Cooper would do what you described.
I know it's true. If a girl ever told the truth, Linda Joyce was a-telling it.
Well, then we've got 2 hours to do something about it. I still wonder...
Looky, Jack. What about that walk Cooper and Dr. Thorne took us on yesterday morning, out on the main part of the island?
Quite. The moat of swift water about the castle so that once across the drawbridge, neither man nor beast can get back.
And all the brush and undergrowth cut out. And all the limbs trimmed off the trees up 20, 30 feet. A fella have a bad time trying to get up a tree away from a mountain lion.
I say, it's all perfectly clear, Jack. Don't you remember them warning Doc not to go down into the little gully because he would be trapped?
Yeah, and to keep away from hollow stumps, and that about going on that rocky ledge because one fella tried to do, and that's where he died.
And then they kept repeating over and over, keep out in the open. Out in the open was his only chance.
Jack, are you listening?
Yes. I'm just thinking about a person's chance of escape by water.
But there ain't a chance, Jack. An undertow that'd suck a fella under before he had waded out knee-deep all around the island.
Well, they've made it pretty plain that there's no escape. That you're going to have to face that animal.
Yeah, such nice people.
What did they do with Linda Joyce when they brought you back up here?
They took her out to, I don't know what they're doing with her.
But Jack, are we just going to sit here? Why aren't we doing something?
If you can suggest something.
What about getting that door open? Doc, you say you can open any lock that's made.
Big old lock like that? Not without some tools. Besides, even if I could, the guard outside the door couldn't help knowing what's going on.
Then the windows.
Barred.
And even if they weren't barred, it's a good 50 feet straight down and the moat right below.
We did it in Seattle, tied the bedclothes together.
The water's too swift, and the banks are straight up and down. It just won't work, Reggie.
Besides, we can't cut through them bars, and that's all there is about it.
But there's something, Jack. Jack, I'm not going to sit here and let them take Doc out.
Neither am I. The next time they open the door, we make a break.
Yeah? You mean we're going into action?
It's desperate. We haven't got a chance in 1,000.
What do we care about that? I feel better already.
Why have we waited this long?
Yeah, that's what's been the matter with me. Sitting around doing nothing. No wonder I got scared. I ain't never been scared when things is busting. What we been a-waiting for?
We've been waiting for a break. The odds have been too heavy against us.
Then you've thought of something?
No, but there's nothing to lose now. If Doc's going out to be eaten alive by a mountain lion, he'd better die right here and now.
Yeah, a fighting folks I can fight back at.
I see.
And if Doc goes, you and I will go next. So we might as well make a fight for it right here and now.
Now you're talking, son. That makes me feel like Doc Long again.
Reggie?
Yes.
See that oak chair over there?
Why, yes, naturally.
Can you smash it up? Pull it apart?
Do what?
Those oak legs will make just about the right size clubs to lay a man out.
I get it. I'll take care of it.
Hey, Jack, we're fist fighters. What we want clubs for?
We want something more than fists to fight gunmen with. And if you want to tackle that wolf dog Prometheus with your fist...
Oh, doggone, I plumb forgot about him. Ooh-wee, there goes a good oak chair.
Don't make kindling wood out of it, Reggie.
No, I'm not. Just saving the solid oak legs, though.
What we gonna do? The minute the door opens, rush out and lay everybody out in sight?
No. If we can pick them off one at a time, before they realize.
I say, here you are, beautiful clubs.
Doggone. Hey, I want that one.
All right. Now, each one lay his club where it won't be seen at first glance, and yet where he can grab it up quick.
Yeah, I get you.
What do you mean, Jack?
Undoubtedly, the next person in here will be Cooper.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let him get in. Let the guard get the door shut before we make a move.
But I say, he'll be armed and he's bound to have that wolf dog with him.
Wait until he's in and the guard has closed and locked the door.
Hey, somebody's coming.
Relax. Take your signal from me.
Good evening, gentlemen. Guard, close and lock the door. I'll be talking to these men quite a few minutes. Take heed, Prometheus. No. Sit down. Don't stand on ceremony.
What do you want, Cooper?
Why, I think it's time to collect another poker chip from Mr. Long.
Yeah, I guess it is, ain't it?
Yes. And that will leave you only one.
Uh-huh. You want I should give it to you now?
Oh, yes, if you will, please.
Yeah. Here it is. Got him, Jack. I'm holding Cooper's body between me and the dog.
Use the clubs, Reggie. Use the clubs.
He's gonna jump. Look out.
That wolf won't ever tear anybody to
Doggone. Anybody hurt?
That brute slashed my arm, but not badly. But when he jumped you, Doc...
I kept Cooper's body over my face and neck. He couldn't get at me.
Is Cooper dead?
No. The wolf wouldn't touch him. Here, give me a hand. Stuff him under the bed.
Huh? What are we going to do now?
See if we can't lure the guard in here. Is that wolf's body out of sight?
From the door it is.
All right. Hey, guard! Hey there!
What do you want?
Cooper wants you in here.
What does he want?
Didn't you hear the noise? That wolf's gone mad. He wants you to shoot him.
Is that what that noise was? Does he not?
We've got him locked in the next room. Hurry up, will you?
Did you say...
Attaboy, Jack.
Not so loud. Here, get his body into the room.
Hey, what you shutting the door for?
Listen, now comes the hardest part. We'll be shot on sight.
So what?
So we're not giving up, no matter what happens. Right?
Right.
Everything or nothing.
And won't they be surprised to see me at the pearly gates?
Love a Mystery, a Carlton E. Morse audio novel featuring Jack, Doc, and Reggie, specialists in crime and adventure, now following the northwest trail of a missing millionaire, a killer cougar, and the Phantom Castle. This is Fred Foy introducing Jim Harmon's presentation of Les Tremaine and Tony Clay in an original Carlton Morse thriller, The Fear That Creeps Like a Cat. 6 o'clock in the morning in the great old castle on a tiny unidentified island somewhere off the west coast of Canada. In just 1 hour, Doc is supposed to participate in the scientific experiment prepared for him by Cooper and Dr. Thorne. The experiment to consist of Doc armed with a knife to battle to the death with a hungry mountain lion in the woods of the mile-square little island. The test is to measure fear in the human being and what it will do to help or hinder in an emergency. Can Doc's fear make him strong and desperate enough to overcome such overpowering odds? Which is the strongest force in the mountain lion, hunger or fear of a human being? That's the test. But at the moment, it appears that the test may never be made, for in their prison chamber they have knocked Cooper and the guard at the door unconscious and killed his wolf dog, Prometheus. And now they are on the point of creeping forth in an attempt to overpower the rest of Cooper's forces in the castle.
Well, come on, Jack. Let's get it going.
There's no use barging out there in the hall until we know our objective.
Well, that's easy. Our objective is to get off this island quick.
Yes, but let's know what we're doing, what we have to do to get away.
Well, for one thing, there's 7 or 8 guards to be disposed of.
Hey, they won't all be on the job at 6 o'clock in the morning.
There'll be enough to give us trouble. Now, first, the guards. Then I think we want to capture Frankie.
Who?
Cooper's handyman. The fellow that's been slapping us around.
But we haven't time for revenge now.
But he's the one who piloted the launch in through the reef.
Righto. We need him to take us safely out across the reef.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
All right, then. That's our plan.
Put the guards out of commission. Capture Frankie and make for the launch.
That suits me. Let's go. Hey, wait a minute, though. What about Linda Joyce? We ain't leaving her behind.
Quite. And Alexander Archer. After all, he's the reason for us being here.
They go with us, naturally.
You mean you was planning it that way all along?
Certainly. Now then, let's go. And above everything, keep together.
Yeah, come on. Got your oak club, Reggie?
Rather.
Well, here we go. Here. Wait a minute. We're making too much noise. Take off your shoes, tie the strings together, and sling them around your neck.
Yeah, okay. Only I hope somebody don't go and step on my toes. Man, do I hate having my toes stepped on.
All right. What about it?
I'm all set.
Righto.
Then let's go. Keep your eyes open.
Did you ever see a gloomier place than this at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Half light of dawn. Bit on the dark and dreary side.
Keep it to yourself.
Quite.
Seen anything of anybody yet?
No.
Neither have I. This here takes us down them wide marble steps to the main floor, don't it?
Doc, will you keep quiet?
Sure, why not? Darn these stone floors. My feet are getting cold.
What you need is a gag. Now then, we're going downstairs.
Doesn't seem to be anyone up here.
Hey, Jack, let's put our shoes back on. I fight a lot better with my shoes on.
Might as well. They won't make any more noise than your mouth.
Of course not. Huh? What'd you say?
Quiet. Come on, Reggie. Put your shoes back on.
But we'll make such a bally lot of noise.
Doesn't seem to matter. Apparently, the only guard on duty was the one we got in front of our door.
If that's the way it is, then all we got to do is find Frankie and Linda and Archer.
Sure, that's all.
Well, it is.
Do you know where to start looking for any one of the three?
Huh? No, but...
Well, come on downstairs and see what we can do about clearing the coast for a quick getaway.
You see, we ain't making so much off of no...
Jack, Doc, wait.
What's the matter, Reggie?
Look, down there in the shadow.
Well.
Doggone. A guard sitting down there with a gun across his knees.
Apparently sound asleep.
Jack, how about me tiptoeing down there?
Nothing of the kind, Doc. I saw him first, and if any one of us goes down after him, I go.
One person would have a much better chance of getting down without waking him.
Sure. How about me getting started, Jack?
I'll go myself and settle the argument.
Hey, no.
What about it, Doc?
Okay, let him go. Only smack him good, Reggie.
You think I won't?
You got a lot of steps to go down. Take it easy.
Righto. Now then, you bloody blighters, stand up.
What's that?
I said stand up.
Yeah.
Quite. I don't like bashing a sleeping man. But I don't in the least mind tapping a man on his feet.
Reggie! Reggie, look out!
What's the matter, Jack?
Get back! back upstairs here. Get back upstairs.
Stop where you are, or I'll shoot. I say.
Reggie, are you shot?
I slipped and fell. I'm all right.
Good boy, Reggie. Good boy, fella.
Who shot at me?
Our friend Dr. Thorne.
Yeah, darn his hide. Hey, you Thorne fella, what's the idea?
I say, there's dozens of them. Where did they come from?
Dr. Thorne, I warn you not to come any further than the foot of those stairs.
Shall we go up and get them, Doctor?
How are you, Frankie, old kid?
Now, Frank, I want to talk to them first. How did you men get out of your rooms?
By knocking out Cooper and the guard.
You mean Cooper entered your room without his wolf dog?
Shuckins, we took care of him, too. He's about the deadest wolf dog you ever seen.
There's no use you men making all this trouble. You haven't got a chance of getting away.
Reggie.
Packard, did you hear what I said?
Give us a minute, will you? We're talking it over.
Go ahead, but hurry up. What about the furniture, Jack?
Pull it all over here by the head of the stairs. We're going to need it for ammunition if they rush us.
Now you're talking, fella.
Shh. Hurry. Doc and I'll stay here at the head of the stairs and keep them occupied.
Righto.
All right, Dr. Thorne.
You're ready to surrender?
Well, not until we've asked you some questions.
Well, what is it?
Will you make me a deal?
What sort of a deal?
You had every intention of using us for guinea pigs. We were to die. Now we've got Cooper in our hands. Maybe he's going to die.
You men would murder Mr. Cooper?
Why not? You and he were going to murder us.
But we're scientists. If you kill Mr. Cooper, it's a wanton waste of life.
I won't argue the fine points of morality. Death won't embarrass Cooper any more than it will us. Now then, if we save Cooper's life, what can you guarantee us?
I don't intend to guarantee you anything. I've got 9 men here who can overpower you before you can touch Cooper. All I'm doing is giving you a chance to surrender before you get hurt.
How's Reggie coming?
He's got chairs and tables and benches piled up and more are coming.
This is your last chance. What are you going to do?
I'm afraid you'll just have to come and get us, Dr. Thorne.
Give me your gun, Dr. Thorne.
Under no circumstances are these men to be shot, Frank. We want them alive.
Yeah, so you can feed us to the mountain lions, I suppose.
All right, Frank. Take your men and go get them.
Yeah, okay, all right. Come on.
Here they come, Reggie.
Righto. Give them this Chesterfield to start with.
Grab a hold, Jack.
There, let her go!
Doggone. We sure busted up the charge of the Light Brigade that time.
Righto.
Woo-wee, looky at 'em. 3 guys ain't on their feet yet. Come on, Dr. Thorne. What's the matter with your gang? Send them up again.
Frankie, go up and get those men.
With them throwing furniture at us?
You heard what I said. Go up and get them.
If you give me that gun of yours.
Absolutely not.
Well, I ain't going up them stairs and have them throw furniture at me. How about the rest of you mugs?
Hey, what's the matter down there? You got mutiny on the hands, Dr. Thorne?
Now then, gentlemen, up with your hands.
Cooper!
What's all this nonsense? Dr. Thorne! Mr. Cooper! Is that you? Certainly. I've got these men covered. Come up and get them. Hey, Frank, did you hear that? Go up and get them.
Sure. Come on, you mugs.
Hey, Jack, are we going to take this?
No, get Cooper!
I warn you, I'll shoot.
Then go ahead and shoot.
Get that man, York.
Well, Mr. Cooper, that's all of them.
You shouldn't have let Mr. York roll down those stairs like that.
He's unconscious.
How about Packard and Mr. Long, Dr. Thorne? No, both unconscious but not badly hurt. Packard's got a cut on the head that will need 3 or 4 stitches. We'll take care of it. I want these men kept in good health. Frank, you and one of the men go down and bring Mr. York's body up here.
Sure. Come on, you mugs.
The rest of you men, go back to your posts. Yes, 3 fine fighting men here, Dr. Thorne. Different than any specimens we've ever had before. Dangerous. Very dangerous. They said they knocked you unconscious. Yeah, they did. I recovered. Made the mistake of not tying me up. You certainly saved the situation. That's it. Lay him down over there. Easy with him. That's all.
Sure, come on.
What did you find, Dr. Thorne? How was Mr. York? Nothing broken. Good. That's very good. That blow on the head that knocked him unconscious? No, might be a slight concussion, but I doubt it. That's a fine figure of a man, Doctor. A fine figure of a man. Youth. And courage and spirit. Yes. You know, Dr. Thorne, if we can create real fear in that magnificent body, his feats of strength would be prodigious. Prodigious. What about Doc Lorne here? He has just a half hour more until we should begin preparing him for the experiment. Yes, the experiment. Will he be fully recovered by that time? I can get him ready. He'll have his full strength and a clear mind? Positively. Good. Then I'll go along and tell Frankie to prepare Cougar. You're using the tawny lioness, aren't you? Yes, gaunt, hungry, viciously hungry.
Adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie have come to you in I Love a Mystery. Created and written by Carlton E. Morse. Scripts copyrighted by Morse Co. Incorporated. Produced and directed by story editor Jim Harmon. Featuring Les Tremaine as Jack Packard and Tony Clay as Doc Long. With Frank Brzee as Reggie York. Others in the cast included Jim Harmon as Frankie, Jack Lester as the rustic Mr. Cooper, Art Hearn as Captain Frenchie, Corey Seaton as Laura, and Barbara Gratz as Mrs. McGinnis. Your announcer, Fred Foy. This presentation has come from Hollywood.